What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. The big event that is coming on Sunday. You know what that is, Q, don't you?
AEW's All In.
All In. The biggest wrestling show of the year, they said. Or the biggest wrestling show in wrestling history is the tagline. Now, we're not going to sit there and say that that's true, but they already booking it bigger than Mania. Bigger than anything. Over 80,000 people. Now, I will give them credit for this. We did not know that they could sell over 80,000 tickets for Wembley Stadium. Because they did 75 without even announcing a match. But when I was shocked at the gate when they first went on sale and they got to like 50 or 60,000, I was just like, that's a win already for AEW. Because, excuse me, y'all. Apologize for that. When it came to their biggest crowd was Arthur Ashe Stadium with 20,000 people. And that's when Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson opened up the show. We ain't at 20,000 people no more, Q-Flow. We at 80,000 people.
Crazy.
Real quick, did you think that AEW could get to 80,000 people in Wembley Stadium?
I thought so. No, I did. I thought so. How long has it been since the company been out?
We're on year 4 of AEW.
Year 4? I would have gave him that. I would if you was to ask me year 1, I would have said not immediately, but year 4, I kind of expected.
Okay. To be honest with you, at first I had my doubts because of the drama that's been going on with AEW, which I will be talking about some drama later on the podcast with, Dax Harwood and CM Punk and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But in the meantime, this is just about the All In predictions. But still, I did not even think that they could go over 8,000 because of the CM Punk drama, the Elite drama, and all the other stuff, the other dramas that's been going on. But the fan base is still out there. The fan base is still out there. Like it's like it's wrestling. Besides, I think Wembley also, who don't get wrestling that often, is going to be happy for this. So we got about over 80,000 people. We didn't get the final number yet, and we're going to have 11 match card. 2 of the matches are going to be on the 0 hour pre-show. 2 of those matches are. So we're going to give our predictions, and I'm also going to talk about my disappointment with the All Out card. I don't know if you have any disappointments, Q-Flow, because I don't know how often you watch AEW.
Wait, All Out?
All In.
Oh, all right. I was about to say, wait, I got confused.
Oh yeah, I have disappointments in the All In card.
Okay.
And like I said, I don't know if you have any disappointments, but I'm going to talk about some of the disappointments that I have. And I understand Tony Khan's hands are tied when it comes to injuries because Jamie Hayter's still not ready to compete. Pac's still not ready to compete. There's a lot of people that's still not ready to compete yet. But I am going to give my concerns about that. So before we get right into these, as you're going into predictions, when I get to those matches, I will talk about those. I told Q, I have some issues with the All In card. Do you agree with me?
Me too.
No? Huh?
I have issues too.
Okay, good. Okay, because like I said, Q doesn't watch AEW that much, so I don't think he knows what issues is. But I have some issues with this All In card, especially for this supposed to be the biggest wrestling show in wrestling history. Which
I thought they was gonna do like an indie show to begin with, just throw matches on there. But
no. Well, to start off before we do our predictions, like I said before, I think this should have just been All Out.
Yeah.
You didn't need to do All In. I mean, once Tony Khan had got this confirmed date, I'd have been like, I love you, Chicago. I know y'all are the one that we go to every year since we started, but this is going to All Out is going to be in London. Instead of trying to book for 2 pay-per-views a week apart from each other.
Yeah, I don't know why you do a week. Why would you not book London for another date at least?
Exactly. Especially when you already had that. Just turn All In to All Out in London. There's nothing wrong with that. And that way you can book to one show, because now a lot of things what's happening is, if you I don't know if you've seen Dynamite or Collision recently or even watched the highlights, but they're booking for 2 shows.
Mm-hmm.
They're booking for 2 shows, and a lot of storylines is overlapping, and it can get kind of confusing. Whereas if you just focused on one show, because when you do 2 shows, you don't want to give one show more than the other show. You kind of want to try to balance them out, and that's the problem. When you have a big show like this, I'm sorry, going in front of 13,000 people in Chicago compared to over 80,000 people in Wembley Stadium.
No. It's I think 20,000
in Chicago.
I think they go to the United Center, not the other place.
Okay. Still, when you go to 20,000 people in the United States, in the United States, compared to the biggest wrestling show that you have ever done in a stadium, an outdoor stadium, over 80,000 people. This should be the show that you book for the most. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. I mean, some matches on here I'm cool with, but I'm just like, this got a lot of, I'm throwing you on here just so you can get on the card type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this should be focused more. This should have just been All Out. I'll get out the way first. But first off, 0 Hour. We're getting the 0 Hour pre-show, which is going to contain 2 matches now. We just found out on Wednesday when Tony Khan was doing some other media stuff. He talked about another 0 Hour match that's happening because one segment of Jack Perry retiring the FTW Championship on Dynamite got cut and got moved to Collision. So we'll probably see that tomorrow, tonight, depending on when you're listening to this. And so we're going to get Jack Perry versus Hook for the FTW Championship. I'm like, this storyline was actually pretty decent. It could have got built up. It could have made the main card, but it's gonna make the pre-show. At least they're gonna be there. So I don't see Hook winning it right now. I think Jack Perry is going to keep this thing going so he can establish his heel persona. How do you feel about it? Who wins?
Yeah, I think he'll get a sneaky win, a roll up or something.
I mean, he got a sneaky win the first time, so you think he gonna get hooked twice in a row, or is he?
Yes.
Or if he gonna be like slap Taz or something.
Nah, he'll get on 2 sneaky times because I think it's Hook's first loss, right? So
Hook's first loss was the first time that he beat him.
Yeah, so I'm saying they not gonna let Hook just lose clean because Hook is kind of over, so they might just keep giving Jack Perry beats slimy again.
Yeah. That's a possibility. Then you got the biggest 0 Hour show that they've been booking, which I understand for storyline, but I'm just like, I don't know why you need to do this, but it's obviously to set up for an angle. Aussie Open taking on MJF and Adam Cole for the ROH World Tag Team Championships.
Mm-hmm.
Does this turn out to be a Shawn Michaels and John Cena type scenario, or HBK and Stone Cold Steve Austin type scenario?
Knowing MJF, I want to say no.
So they don't win the tag team titles, and then they go at it at the main event, and then
yes, I think they don't win the titles and it causes tension. Yes, because they've been going through this thing both in spaces.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Honestly, though, this is the way I think it's happening. I think they may actually beat Aussie Open for the tag team championship, so they can do the Shawn and Austin or the Shawn and Cena type storyline, and he super kicks MJF at the end. Because Adam Cole should know who the devil is. You know what I'm saying? He should know what MJF's planning on doing. And you can never trust MJF, even with their friendship. And I think it causes a crazy dynamic in London with all them people if Adam Cole was the one to super kick MJF and not MJF. Because everybody expects MJF to turn on Adam Cole.
Yeah, I think it'll be Cole.
Yeah, but I think Cole should be the one that turns on MJF after they win the titles. Because that way, then it builds tension. Like, okay, so whoever wins this matchup at the end, what's going to happen if they still the champions? It's going to cause even more tension. And I think it may cause to a third match. I think that's how it may go, though. So I'm going with MJF and Adam Cole, and with Adam Cole turning on MJF. Now let's get to the main card. Right now, after the 2 pre-show matches, we have a 9-match card. It may be another match added after Collision tonight. I'm not sure. I'm just stating obvious here. So,
Collision is on Friday?
No. I'm sorry. By the time people listen to this, it'll probably be on Saturday.
Isn't all in Saturday or is that Sunday?
Sunday. It's Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, the Collision's still on Saturday, and the only thing tonight is Rampage, and nobody watching Rampage. And if they are, I mean, kudos to them. Let's start off with this, so we can talk about some of the issues that we have. Will Ospreay versus Chris Jericho in a singles match. Mm-hmm. If you had told me, Prime, Will Ospreay versus Jericho from 2000, Will Ospreay versus Jericho from 99, I'm hyped for it.
Now, the way that you started is the same way you started with Omega, and they still had a good match. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you're right. I did say that, but also they had a no disqualification match with the Painkiller, correct?
Not the first one, no.
Well, not the first one. Also, to be fair, Brian, Jericho in 2023 is what, 50?
51 or 2.
Yeah. When he had that match with Kenny Omega, that was before AEW started. That was in 2018, I think it was.
2018 or 19. Yeah.
That's 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho was 5 years younger. Jericho was also still at the point where Jericho was still doing Jericho things. But now you have seen Jericho get slower over time.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, where Will Ospreay has clearly have gotten better. And
now, does this match need to happen? In my opinion, no, I don't think so. Am I excited for this match? Honestly, I get what they're trying to do, like have the clashes of them.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. The clashes of them, but I don't think, I don't think this was the right match for Ospreay.
It's not. I agree.
You know.
I do believe they need to get him on a card. You're not going to have a card without Jericho, because I do believe the original plan was Jericho and Sting. But I do think that they looked at that tag team match and was like, oh, this is not going to work out like we thought it was. But I think those are two guys that where Jericho is good enough at this age to walk Sting to a decent match. Whereas now Ospreay got to slow down to walk Jericho to a good match. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, you got two old guys close to their age, and
honestly though, I still don't even want to see that. I still don't even want to see Jericho and Ospreay though.
No, like I said, I would rather see Jericho and Sting than Jericho and Ospreay.
Yes,
I would rather see Ospreay and somebody more his speed.
Or since it's Jericho, just have him do like an open challenge, and then have somebody else come out. Because it's Wembley and it's like a big 80,000 people, so you could that'll cause more excitement.
You're right. When you can even have Goldberg come out there and spear him again, or
something. Yeah,
they're different kinds of things. But right now, there's no way I don't see Will Ospreay not winning this match. He has to win this match. Huh?
Yeah, I see Ospreay.
Yeah, there's no way I would see Jericho beating Ospreay. That would just be stupid. And like I said, the match could be really dope. They could really shop it because Jericho could find a way to go to a match and really shop it because they did build up some great tension on Dynamite. I don't know if you got a chance to see that promo or not, but they can really build up some good tension there. So, I got Will Ospreay. A match that was just added. Like, by the time you hear this on Saturday, it had to be Thursday. House of Black versus the Acclaim with the returning Billy Gunn in a trios match for the trios championships.
Oh, really? Billy Gunn came back?
Yeah, he came back.
All right, well, that's my pick.
like he came back and they attacked. Because remember, House of Black was throwing his boots in the garbage and they took out the Acclaim band. So Billy Gunn did return on Dynamite and they got the upper hand on House of Black. So they're doing a trios championships with the Acclaim.
Yeah, I think the Acclaim will win just to get this pop in London, and then they'll probably lose it maybe like the next pay-per-view they'll lose it
all out the next week.
They'll lose it like on a Dynamite on the Dynamite show or something.
Because you gotta book because right now, as we're going at it right now, the All Out card confirmed for the All Out card is 2 matches. So you're going to have to get some matches on there, and they're going to book it. So I can see them winning because first of all, I think Wembley is going to pop hard for the Acclaim.
Yeah,
they're going to pop hard for the Acclaim. So I definitely see that. Okay, so with that, we got what else we got? But I have to go with you. I have to go with the Acclaim, and I have Buddy Matthews taking the fall on that one.
I have
famous Sir Mike Drop. Yeah, who?
Brody King taking the fall.
Really, big man Brody? Okay.
Yep.
I mean, it's possible.
I have him taking. I have him taking a multitude of finishers.
I can see that famous Sir Mike dropping. Well, what's Anthony Bowles finisher? You got to pick him up, right?
I forgot.
Okay.
But yeah. I can see like the famous Sir going to the mic drop or something happens. I feel like they'll give Billy the win though. They'll give Billy the pin.
Yeah. You know what? I can see that happening also. Next up is a match that got changed just as of Thursday. There's a coffin match, a tag team coffin match. Mm-hmm. It's Darby Allin and Sting versus Swerve Strickland and Christian Cage.
Mm-hmm.
Because they dropped out AR Fox. It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be Swerve Strickland.
Isn't okay? I do know the match for All Out is Darby and Luchasaurus.
Correct.
So why not just take out
Christian?
No, why not just take out
Sting?
Swerve and put in Luchasaurus and Christian?
Because Swerve is the reason why the storyline is happening is because Swerve is the one that beat up Darby Allin's friend that just got into the business.
No,
that's the storyline. He beat him down.
Oh, so this caused a whole pay-per-view match because you beat up Wayne?
Okay, Nick Wayne, right? That's his name. So
I don't know.
Remember Swerve? He had a match he lost. Okay, he won that. Then he went to hit Darby's wrestling. It wasn't a school, but he was practicing wrestling there. Beat up Nick Wayne, beat him to a bloody pulp, and AR Fox was wearing his blood-soaked shirt like for weeks, right? And then Darby wanted revenge on Swerve and AR Fox, but they was jumping him. And then who's Darby's daddy? Here comes Sting. So that's where we got the tag team match. The only reason why this has happened is because AR Fox is not cleared to fly to London.
But did they?
So
anyway, because I'm pretty sure they knew that, right?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, because
whoa. Speaking of flying to London, is somebody allowed to go to London recently?
We'll get to that.
Okay, all right.
We'll get to that. So,
but if they knew he couldn't fly, then I would have. If not put Luchasaurus and Christian, I would have just dropped Sting and just have Darby versus
Swerve. That's what I would have. Because here's the thing. I'm trying to tell you. The problem here is that I think what happened is AEW, because I was sitting there watching like Russell talking stuff earlier, trying to figure out what was going on. I don't think AR Fox notified AEW to the last minute that he wasn't able to go after they booked this match already. Because honestly, I was excited to see it because AR Fox is a dope wrestler. I like AR Fox.
Oh, Tony, by the way, I know y'all done, did this whole program. I can't go to London.
Yeah,
just like, what?
Like, what the fuck you talking about? Yeah. Especially after we just had that match on there. So what happened was they kicked him out the Mongol embassy, and all of a sudden Darby Allin forgives AR Fox all on Dynamite. And it's like, wait, the man is still wearing one of your best friend's blood-soaked shirts. Like, come on, like, end the day, and I'm sorry, I like Christian, not as much as Lady Sketch, but I like Christian, and
it's my favorite wrestler.
However, Christian can't do what AR Fox can do, and we just see Christian in some coffin style match, huh?
I was gonna say, if you was gonna involve both of them, I wouldn't even I would have did one or the other. I would have had Swerve and some Swerve guys, or Christian and Luchasaurus, not mix them.
Yeah, exactly. Because all that does is just confuse people for the next week and all. And like I said, I understand Tony Khan's hands is tied, especially of how things were, with when it came to AR Fox. But I'm just like, but this is madly inconvenient. And then now y'all shot this angle where y'all kicked him out of the group, and I'm like, I think y'all jumped the gun just a little bit. Y'all could have just not had him do an injury angle, because they had to do another injury angle with Ray Phoenix, because that's another thing I'm going to get into. Okay. Because he can't go to London. Like, what the fuck? Like did you not get these people's clearances before the show?
Well, London and Toronto and Canada is hard to get into, so.
Exactly, but you don't think Triple H got the clearance for the Usos to come in there at Elimination Chamber to help out Roman when Sami Zayn was there?
He had to pull some strings.
Yeah, I'm saying, but he did it in time.
He had to get on his. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm saying he didn't do it in time, not a week before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody knew the Usos weren't gonna make it. So he had like years to prepare for that,
Yeah.
But maybe Ray Phoenix did something in London. Probably got too drunk or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But in the meantime, I'm like, y'all should just made it Darby versus Swerve in a coffin match. I'm sorry, Sting. I know they want to give the legend, in front of 8,000, but you had WrestleMania.
Are they having like a battle royal match or anything? Or are they not doing that?
No, they're not doing no battle royals.
Okay, because this man was just on TV. Why is RVD not on this show?
Bro, RVD should. What did I say? I understand AEW 200 was a thing, but I was like, but why didn't they just do RVD and Jack Perry at All In?
Yeah.
But but once again, I don't mind Jack Perry versus Hook, because Hook need to get his win back. However, it's a 0-hour show, so you can tell some of this stuff was rushed. This is the reason why. Yeah, but like even if we got, I'm like, bro, we got RVD, we got 80,000 plus people. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you, Prime. A lot of this stuff that we're talking about.
I'm okay. Okay, I'm just gonna save it for later, but there has to be some. You can't tell me just gonna have a straight up show. Like it's got to be something, because y'all could have had RVD. Y'all could possibly have, even though I don't really care, but Goldberg, stuff like that. But it's like nothing, nothing. You got nothing
at all. Yeah, I'm feeling the same way you feeling. But so when it comes to the coffin match, I have Darby win the coffin match But
yes, I have Darby because Sting has never lost. Never lost.
Exactly. And I have them win a coffin match, but Darby losing Luchasaurus at All Out.
Yeah.
That's how I have it. So
Darby can lose all day, but when Sting in there, nah.
Yeah.
Sting don't lose.
Sting don't lose. And right now, Christian and Sting can be the ones that can, hold each other down while Swerve and Darby be the fast ones and do all the crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one I should go to next because both these matches should be something different. I'll start with this one. The sixth match is another trios match because they got everybody on there. The Golden Elite. Kota Ibushi.
Nope.
Kenny Omega.
Nope.
And Hangman Page.
This should not be a thing.
Thank you.
Let me guess. Let me guess who we going up against.
Yeah.
Is it the Gun Club?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, is it Juice Robinson? Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's the Bullet Club Gold.
Oh wait, it is.
Yeah.
That's the Gun Club, right?
No, the Gun Club. No. Okay. When you say the Gun, I'm thinking like Billy Gunn's kids.
Yes.
No. They're just go. I mean, they joined recently, but they're only going up against this Juice Robinson, Jay Wright, and guy, it's hard for me. Takeshita.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not a good match.
It's not.
First of all, this is what I was. You have Kenny Omega. Not only do you not do a one-on-one match with him, which would be great, you do Kenny Omega one-on-one match, cool. If you're not going to do a Kenny Omega one-on-one match, you would do the Golden Lovers, which Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi versus blank. That's what I would have done. I would have done one or the other. One-on-one match or tag team match, not a trios match with random people.
No,
I don't care about Juice Robinson and I don't give me Omega and I don't find somebody. Give me Omega and RVD, Omega and I don't know. Omega and somebody.
It was supposed to be. The plan was to have Omega versus Bryan Danielson.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's not part of the plan. Then it was like, okay, well, because Bryan Danielson broke his arm, so now we don't know what the hell to do with them, and now they just do.
You know how long they had since he broke his arm?
They had long. I agree, and I'm like, there's no reason why Kenny Omega should be in a trios match at All In.
Yeah,
no reason. With not and he's not even on there with he's not even on there with the Young Bucks. He's on there with Kota Ibushi and Hangman, just to get him on the card.
Yeah, he probably was like, "Look, I'll take this trios match because Hangman won't be on the card." Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Hangman, you just gonna be off the show. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
We'll see you at All Out.
That's what I would have did. That's what I would have did. I would have you could have been matching All Out, but from now you just off the show. I'm sorry. We could come out with the Elite. We could come out with the Young Bucks doing their match or something, but
yeah, all that shit is stupid. And I'm like, do I like Ibushi? Sure, and Takeshita? Yes, but it's like not in a. I would even rather see the Golden Lovers like you said, but Kenny Omega should definitely have been in a singles match. No, they dropped the ball on this one. And another thing they dropped the ball with is this Stadium Stampede match.
Okay.
Stadium Stampede. I don't know how they're going to do it. I'll be honest with you. Because, seeing it with Anarchy in the Arena, I don't know how they're going to do it. Which, by the way, AEW Fight Forever just dropped their Stadium Stampede update match on the game. Mm-hmm. I haven't tried it out yet. But, it got some issues because it's a day one thing. So I'm going to see if they're going to try to fix it first. However, we got Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, Best Friends. Huh?
Pass.
I agree. Best Friends. I say pass are the Best Friends. And Penta El Zero versus the Blackpool Combat Club and the returning Santana and Ortiz.
Are they talking again?
Must be. Because okay, so here's the thing. You didn't see Dynamite on Wednesday, right?
Mm-mm.
There was a match between Ray Phoenix and Jon Moxley. At the end of the matchup, they did this angle where the Blackpool Combat Club was jumping Ray Phoenix, and then of course you had the best friends, who gives a fuck, coming out, and
Wait,
then
hold on. We could have had Golden Lovers versus Santana and Ortiz. We could have just had Santana and Ortiz doing something meaningful, and then they put them in like a random match.
They just came back on Wednesday. Like I looked up, I was like, that's Santana. Like, first of all, honestly, I felt as though AEW didn't make it as big deal as it should have been. They've been going for over a year.
Mm-hmm.
They've been going so long, over a year. They wouldn't even thought about to be put in the game. Like, come on now, this is insane. Okay, and first of all, my number one problem with this is, how do you have an international champion in Orange Cassidy who has been winning for like 30 weeks straight, and you don't have your international champion booked on an international show in a singles match for the championship against somebody from the UK or London?
Like Pat.
Huh?
Like Pat.
Yeah, but we'll see. Well, Pac's injured.
Oh, well.
Because Pac was supposed to be part of this whole stadium thing with Death Triangle. But then once again, now they had to write Phoenix off with his injury because he can't travel to London. And they wrote him off this week after they had built him up. So now it was supposed to be a 6-on-6 stadium stampede. Now it's originally back to a 5-on-5. And now Santana and Ortiz have joined the Blackpool Combat Club. And I'm just like, Santana, why would you, if you got injured in a blood and guts match, come back to a stadium stampede match?
For the love of the game.
Don't do that. So yeah, they obviously talking
for the love of the game.
Yeah, I mean, look, they obviously talking again, but and then I'm sorry, Orange Cassidy should not be in this matchup. And do you think I give a fuck about the best friends?
Oh, they gonna come in with Sue and Sue's minivan?
I hope not. I hope they blow the minivan up. Like I hope they attack it. And then first of all, this is a stadium stampede because remember, Moxie called like when it's live, he calls it Anarchy in the Arena. I'm like, stadium stampede with over 8,000. How are they gonna do it? I don't know, because obviously they're going to fight all over the arena. They're going to do it. I don't know what they have planned, booked for, or stuff like that. But I'm like, this was just, hey, you're missing out on the card. You missing out on the card. Hey, how about you guys come and check this? Be on this card in this overbooked stadium stampede match with Orange Cassidy, who's your international champion, who is not booked for the international show. Really? So Prime, how do you feel about that stadium stampede matchup?
Monster gonna bleed.
Well, Monster gonna bleed in the entrance. Remember how Goldberg would come out and hit his head on the lock and just start bleeding?
Yeah. Or Sandman.
But I would say, like, do you agree with all the frustrations that I just had right there?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how this was even thought about. I don't mind you having because I am pretty sure the reason why they had stadium stampede matches for 3 reasons: 1, to get people on the card; 2, to promote the match in the new game that the update that just came out a couple days ago, literally on Thursday, and 3, so Moxley can have an excuse to bleed. I'm telling you, those are the 3 reasons. So now, with this being said, with Santana and Ortiz coming back, it got to be the Blackpool Combat Club with it, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
That's what I'm going with.
Unless Santana or Ortiz turn on him.
That would be the most overbooking shit. That would be a clusterfuck. Because
They already overbooking. Is it a surprise?
I mean, you 100% right on that one. You 100% right on that one. There's nothing more I can say about that, but I'm just saying that's just a lot. God, we still got I'm guessing you going with the Blackpool Combat Club also?
Yes.
No, I know you. I'm talking about Q-Flow.
Oh.
Who they going up against? I came in late.
Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, Best Friends.
Oh yeah. I think so. Again, unless Santana Ortiz.
No.
Unless they turn on him or something.
I need Santos and Ortiz to do the 187 on Chuck Taylor.
I said Santana. Santos, my fault.
Well, so they going against Eddie Kingston?
Would you say you got trailed off?
They going against Eddie Kingston?
Yeah. Now we already know Eddie Kingston Urban Heath. Okay, so.
But I'm saying they was just with him, like.
Yeah, but that I don't think fans probably remember that over a year or so ago. Like really, you know what? You could have some merit on this one because if they were with Eddie Kingston, this could be a whole setup. This could be a whole setup. I mean, you'll beat your ass for 20 minutes for a whole setup, but it's a possibility it could be a whole setup. Who knows? And now since they're at Wembley, you already know Eddie Kingston gonna try to set somebody on fire, and Moxley be like, "I volunteer." Do you think the bit of spikes is coming back out?
The what?
The bit of spikes they slammed Omega on.
No.
He not bringing back out the bit of spikes.
It's gonna be glass. The light teams.
I ain't hear anything you said, Prime. What you saying?
It's gonna be glass or light tubes or something stupid.
I should hope because Moxley don't use the light tubes. To me, it's just stupid. It's really stupid to me. I'm like I'm good on the light tubes and shit. Okay. God, we still got all this other shit to talk about. Okay.
Will he be using fluorescent light bulbs?
Them long lights that be in office. Yeah.
The fluorescent lights.
Yeah. They be using the shit out of those. It got all that powder
That's just
on you.
They sound like gunshots when they explode.
Yeah, they do. All right, fatal 4-way match for the AEW Women's Championship: Hikaru Shida versus Toni Storm versus Saraya versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Number one.
No question. Oh, sorry.
Jamie Hayter should have been back for this, but she's clearly not cleared yet.
Yes.
Number two, Britt Baker needs to stay as far away from this championship as possible.
She will.
Hikaru Shida, I love you, Hikaru Shida, but you a placeholder. You was not meant to be in this matchup. It has to go to Saraya.
Yeah. It has to.
We're in her hometown. It has to go to Saraya.
Well,
close to it.
So it's That's what I said. Initially, I thought it was going to be Saraya and Jamie Hayter, but obviously, Hayter got injured, so. But yeah, as soon as they announced this show, I was like, yeah, she's gonna win the title in London.
Does she pin to first of all, is their group still a thing with her, Toni Storm, and Ruby Soho?
Yes.
Okay, so somebody got to turn on somebody. She probably may pin Toni Storm.
Wait, they got two teammates in the same match?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, did we not learn from WWE? All right.
Not at all. Like I said, when the backs gets I really think it was supposed to be Hayter and Storm added, but then when they found out Hayter was coming back, they gave it to Hikaru Shida just so she can have a moment, and then put on Saraya. There's no way it can't be Saraya. So, and probably go with Saraya also.
Yep.
And Q-Flow, you gonna go with Saraya?
Unfortunately, I heard she's not really the most liked person in this company.
I mean, shit. I don't know.
By the fans, not by the backstage people.
Oh well, it don't matter what the fans think. We got CM Punk, Jesus, versus Samoa Joe. Singles match for the Real World Championship. This is the story we're going on with. There is things in reports.
I don't like this storyline. Well, no, I don't like what they're doing with this title thing. Yeah. I get it. He didn't lose. He had to relinquish it. But, bro, you don't have the title anymore. Get over it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it neither. I'm a fan of him going against Joe, even though, did y'all see what they called the worst GTS of Samoa Joe?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Is that the one he had on the gold suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it.
Oh yeah.
It was bad.
It was
bad.
not good. It was not good. I was like,
I mean, you got to pick up almost 400 pounds. You ain't gonna be able to get no clean.
Either Joe getting heavier or Punk getting weak. Like something's happening.
It was like when Goldberg tried to jackhammer Taker.
No,
like
that's worse.
Bad.
That was worse.
Well, I said it was bad. I didn't say it was badder.
Because I'm just saying because he almost killed Undertaker now. He had like a
should have jumped.
Almost had a legit rest in peace. And then Goldberg would have been blackballed from life. Not even the wrestling company, just from life. Bret Hart would have personally went to his house and put him in the deathly sharpshooter himself. At this age, that would have happened. However, I don't see CM Punk won the first match. I think Samoa Joe wins this one. Is Samoa Joe still the Ring of Honor TV champion?
Yep.
You know what? Fuck it. I can see Samoa Joe win this one. I don't think this is going to be over. And because if CM Punk wins, it's over. He just won 2 in a row. I don't think he's going to do that. So I think I got Samoa Joe beating CM Punk.
But technically, this is the blow-off. Technically.
Okay, so remind me of the very first one then.
The first time they had like an altercation tag match, and then Joe won.
And then Joe, there's supposed to be a 6-man tag tomorrow. On Collision, and Joe's on commentary. So Joe could look strong on Saturday.
That is a good point. Okay, you know what? Maybe I got swayed. So let's go CM Punk then. And if he does win, let's focus on storyline CM Punk. I'll get to him later on. Who do y'all got?
I'll say Punk. The only reason why I don't say Joe, because if it was really for Joe, Joe would have put his ROH title on the line, not fight for a championship that has no lineage.
I agree with that too. What you got, Q-Flow?
I got Punk winning. I don't want him to win, but I got Punk winning. Punk's honestly, he's getting on my nerves, man. I don't know what it is. He's getting on my nerves.
I think we know exactly what it is, but don't worry, we'll get to that. Tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. FTR, Dax and Cash versus the Young Bucks. This is a good place to have their blow-off matchup, obviously. Mm-hmm. We already know the little legal trouble that Cash is in. And I was going to say that for his own little section in the podcast, but he is going to make the trip to London. He hasn't been convicted of anything at the moment. So he's making that trip to London. Because it will be fucked up if they do a WWE thing. And, remember they booked Sasha Banks and Bianca, they had their sequel match at SummerSlam, and then, the last minute, that night at SummerSlam, they said Sasha Banks ain't participating. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Y'all waited to the show, not even right before the show. Y'all waited to the show, to the match, and then had Becky Lynch come out there. When I was ready to see Bianca versus Sasha Part 2. Just saying. But I do think with these legal troubles and the things how this has happened and how this has been a black eye to AEW, because we got the AEW elementary school going on over there. They're gonna lose some titles.
Yeah.
And they're gonna go to the Young Bucks.
I agree, especially with the recent legal troubles.
I also agree. I was gonna make a joke on why, but I also agree.
I'm about to say it's fair game.
Don't be shooting on this podcast. Come on now.
Oh, my bad. Cash is gonna turn himself in. I'm gonna sit down for a few days. No.
Yeah, no, I clearly see. I'm like, if there's any indication that hey, y'all need to lose these belts, because especially of things that just happened, then we're gonna have to take them away. So I definitely seeing that happen. So but
honestly, even if it didn't happen, I still would have had Young Bucks winning.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know. It's like it's like certain teams you just expect to win during certain shows, and the Young Bucks are one of them. So,
they gonna probably get them 30 minutes. They gonna try to make this a classic, a match of year contender. Because I'm telling you this right now, y'all already know. Even though it's gonna be 1:00 in the afternoon, All In gonna be long. We already know All In's going over 4 hours. They're going over 4 hours. But the main event, which is probably gonna get another 30 minutes, MJF versus Adam Cole in a singles match for the AEW World Championship. This would be a mistake to have him go another time limit draw when they did that the first match. Don't do that twice. There has to be a winner here. We've seen the friendship and the very entertaining segments with Adam Cole and MJF on television, especially like the Outback Steakhouse, the drinking and go eating at the Chinese
Adam
restaurant.
Cole's birthday.
Yeah, all this. They actually really been pretty entertaining, and somehow they got the double clothesline over. I will give them credit. They have gotten the double clothesline over. But now it's time for business. Who wins this match?
Interesting. Maybe. I want to take a leap for a second.
So, yeah, I was about to say, I sorry. I can't tell who's the heel in this. Somebody's going to have to win dirty. And I think everybody expects it to be MJF, but I think Adam Cole's going to win dirty. And that'll be his heel turn. Because people like face MJF. Like, it's funny. It's entertaining. It's something new, honestly. Or at least it's new to me. But, yeah, I think Adam Cole wins with a dirty heel turn.
I think Adam Cole super kicks MJF on the pre-show. We ain't got to wait that long. I am suspecting that Adam Cole wins with the help of Roderick Strong.
Really?
Don't.
Okay.
They were kind of like fighting with my two fingers going up on Dynamite. And it's like, okay, well, maybe there's an issue between Adam Cole and Roderick Strong. But, bruh, I'm sorry. I truly think that it's all a ruse because how are you going to outsmart the devil? And right now, because everybody has it points at MJF doing this turn and wait for him to turn on Adam Cole and it ain't going to last long. I think it's Adam Cole who turns on him and takes it from him and beats MJF. Because, I mean, like, of course, you like long title reigns and stuff, and maybe MJF gets it back and him and Punk can kind of, like, finish this whole story out, whatever the case may be. But right now, I see, because if Adam Cole loses twice, or, I mean, he got time limit draw and he loses, and then it's like, do they go for a third match? I think it's more feasible to go for a third match if Adam Cole wins the matchup. And have Roderick, you don't keep showing Roderick Strong this much, and have him trying to, wonder what's going on with Adam Cole if you don't have a plan going. Shit, does anybody know an update on Kyle O'Reilly? Because I can see the what they call undisputed leader, whatever they call themselves, can, turn on MJF. This is a big ass show in 8,000. Come on now, something got to happen.
Yeah, something's got to happen, and that's why I think it's too easy to just say MJF is going to do it. Mm-hmm. That's too easy, and I don't know. AEW doesn't give me too easy vibes that often.
Yeah. So, how do so like I said, I have the I have Adam Cole with the help of Roderick Strong. Who are y'all going with?
I'm gonna say Cole.
Yeah, I got Cole. Like I said, I got him winning with a dirty heel turn. That could be a number.
Yeah, and Adam Cole.
Low blow.
Yeah, Adam Cole is a good heel, and he's like every time somebody uses that term, I need to win. Technically, sometimes a lot of percentage-wise, they do end up winning the match. So keep an eye out for that.